What's up, everyone? Metro Drive, episode 95, and it is the day after Christmas. And so, I keep in touch with a lot of other gym owners, a lot of other entrepreneurs, high performers, and things of the like. And there's a common theme, and that's that they have trouble taking a day off. And the reason for that is because, well, there's a couple of reasons. One of the following. Either A, they just feel like everything is going to completely fall apart if they do. Like they're the only thing holding things together. That's really, really common. And then the answer to that should be set things up to where it doesn't require you there. But the other one is they, and one of two things. They feel like they need, like they sort of find value in being productive and producing something, whether that's building, a program or if it's handiwork, physical hands-on job, then they're physically building something. And in our brain, things get a little rewired. If you were to ask these guys and gals and they're like, hey, what's the most important thing to you? They're not going to say the dollar. They're not going to say work. But they're going to say something like family or wife or kids or what have you. It's usually people, right? And but when it comes time to a day off, nurturing and building those relationships, it doesn't translate the same. There's nothing tangible after. Like after a day of work, you can usually say, look, I built this, I have this, it's tangible, and I have a sense of accomplishment from there. And you sort of feel, especially high performers, they feel lazy, they feel fruitless, sort of like a workhorse that's not in the field. It's like they're not being fulfilled at their purpose. And this is really, really common. Even not days off, like they can work, if they work 8 hours or do what they love for 8 hours that day, like that's a short day. And then they still have got a whole nother 8 hours, and they just feel like they're wasting it. And it's a constant reminder that the things that we value, we need to inject and carve out time for if we actually value them. Or are you just providing lip service to say that you value them when really you hate time with family? Or you like those are answers that kind of need to be answered, right? So it's really one of those two main things. Yeah, Nate, right? Absolutely, and that's really, really common. The other thing, and I guess there would be a third one, because I kind of fall in this boat too. I just love training jiu-jitsu. So like if you actually love doing what you're doing and like you don't feel like you have to work, like like when you go to work it feels like play, and then like when you actually take time off it's like someone taking you away from your play. That's part of it too, but in terms of setting your priorities, again, where do they lie? Where do they lie? And that's why I think a lot of entrepreneurs, high performers, and things that like need to sort of chisel out, like label them, whatever, 1 through whatever, and then make time accordingly. Don't say something is important and then not carve out time or chisel out time for it, because then you're just lying to yourself, and I don't recommend that. Guys, I'm Coach David with Metro Jiu-Jitsu. Hope you all have great holidays. As always, I do look forward to working with you. As always, I will see you on the mats.